up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is the Ultra Z News Weekend Update, the only toy news not for views, but for all of yous. That's right, my Zillions. This weekend, we have all kinds of interesting news to talk about. Some are really fun. Some are head-scratchers. Some are like, whoa, how much is that? That's right, we got SHMA's huge news to talk about. Tremendous news. We have Haya toys. Pretty big news too, and interesting, and maybe that might be the head scratcher, but we'll see. We got some Transformers news that's a lot of fun, and then we got all kinds of other stuff from all of those. Well, maybe not more Haya toys, but generally Godzilla news, as well as more Transformers news, as well as other robots, as well as other toys. We got a lot to talk about, so without any further ado, let's get to the news. So let's kick things off with some tremendous news, and that is the SHMA's Gamera 2 Attack of Legion, Mother Legion, is officially coming out. The pre-orders have gone up in Japan, and it is the most pricey SHMA's to date. It is a whopping 61,600 Japanese yen, which translates into USD as 412 bucks. Now, you're going to add some monstrous fee to that. You might as well shipping fee to that, because it is monstrous. So you really might as well wait till the US release if you're here in the States for it. You know, which is gonna be in the 500 to 560 range, and that's quoting the Articulation series, but that makes sense, and it goes with other releases. You know, we kind of get that, like, shipping surcharge is what I think it is, that Tamashii usually charges. Still, I honestly think it's gonna be cheaper to get it here than it is to get it imported. Maybe I'm wrong, and it might be close, but I really think that shipping fee is gonna be ridiculous. Now, everybody is, you know, going off the rails on, you know, oh my god, that's too expensive, and, you know, look at Tamashii, whatever, blah, 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 you know, they are ripping us off, SHMA's, blah, blah, blah. I get it. It's expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. Just this past week, I was on the Monsters with Attitude show, and do check out my interview with them. I had a really great time on that show, so if you've missed it, please do check it out. I had said, you know, I have never spent more than $300 to $350 on one particular figure, and that's kind of my, like, kind of breaking point. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to spend more than that ever. Legion is gonna, you know, really test that for me, because I absolutely love Legion. Now, I didn't even get Iris. I thought Iris was very expensive. I did get SHMA, obviously, and that's, you know, roughly, you know, maybe just a little bit less than Iris. But I really like SHMA. I don't like Iris as much as I do Legion. Legion of that Heisei series is my favorite, and it's a gorgeous piece, and I think SHMA's did a fantastic job with this. It is supervised by Fuyuki Shinada, who was involved in the modeling of the Legion suit. The engineering is super unique for this, apparently, and I mean, that's, whenever you're creating new engineering for articulation, that's going to drive the price up. You know, the fact that they got Fuyuki Shinada to do this is going to drive the price up. I mean, you got to pay people to do this stuff. And it is huge. It is 8 inches about tall and approximately 16 inches long. It is tremendous. Look at the pics, you know, here with Gamera, and then think about Gamera's price, which is what? Gonna be the new one, $100, 100, you know, between 100 and 125 bucks, something like that, right? This is literally 5 times as big as Gamera. You know, you could put 5 Gameras together and it's still not as big, lengthwise. You know what I'm saying? Like, the price ends up being there if you know, again, you got to be down with SH MonsterArts pricing, which I've always talked about. Their plastic quality is second to none. The engineering, obviously, is second to none. This has a lot going on here. There's going to be replacement parts. There's going to be wing parts, you know, for the flight form. There's going to be flight bases. There is a lot of stuff going on here. You knew this was going to be expensive. We were hoping not this expensive. However, when you look at it and you like, you know, you compare it to Gamera and you think about all of the things I've just said, and again, you take into account SH MonsterArts pricing. It is what it is. You're either on board or you're not on board, or you pick and choose. You know, like, it can't be both. You know, if you want to say Haya is going to do it for less at some point, maybe they will, but they don't even have the Gamera license right now, so I don't know. And maybe they will. But it's not going to have all of these things that the SH MonsterArts has. And, you know, there's that to consider. Like, it's pricey. It is very, very pricey. I do not know if I can break my stance on how much I want to spend on one particular figure. If I can get it for less, I might try. I might talk to some folks. We'll see what happens. But there's no doubt about it. I really, really want it, and I get where this price comes from. Do I like it? Absolutely not. But I get it. And if I can make it work out, I'm gonna try to do it. And I guess that's all I have to say about that, because it is absolutely stunningly gorgeous and something I really want in my collection, guys. So we'll see. US pre-orders should be out this week. I'll be talking about the prices and share links on my Facebook page, so do check that out. But let's move on. So for MonsterArts, of course, we gotta go with HIYA Toys, and they had their own big news. They are doing a King Ghidorah 2019 2.0. And boy, there is so much wrong with that, and the fact that they're going to this well again so quickly, that it's mind-boggling as a, you know, just a business decision, you know. But that said, for me personally, this is a good thing, because I, you know, skipped out for one reason or another on their first two. So I do think this one does look the best of all three of them. You know, like, I really like how the neck articulation looks, and that's one of the places they improved. There are other improvements here and there, but for me personally, yeah, I'm into it. So I'm not going to really further say anything bad, because, you know, at the end of the day, it is something I definitely want to get. So there you go. I don't have anything bad to say, except, yeah, business-wise, I think it's a bad decision. Let's stick with Monsterverse, because Spiral Studio had all kinds of announcements in their Hall of Fame series, starting with a beautiful-looking Muto Prime. This is a really, really nice looking. I like it a lot. It's going to cost about 300-something bucks, but boy, is it awesome. There's also going to be a female Muto. Less interested in this, but it does look good too. And honestly, I've never gotten a studio product, a Spiral product, so maybe. We got also a couple of conks coming, one with his axe, which they are calling a scepter, which I think is interesting. And then they're going to be doing a beast glove Kong as well. I mean, I love me some Kong. But, you know, and they both look really, really nice. But I think I could skip out on those. Boy, though, the poses are really nice. As a Kong fan, I like him. But this one looks awesome. Titanus, Amulok, and I don't know if I said that right. But it looks fantastic, and it glows. You got some glowy parts or light-up parts. Maybe both. It looks really, really cool. And I gotta say, this and Muto Prime are the two I would be interested in getting just for their uniqueness as figures. Really, really beautiful stuff. Hey, maybe there's some Spiral in my future. Who knows? Let's talk about those fun Transformers I mentioned at the top, because they are going all kinds of Super Sentai / Beast Wars with the latest Takara-led series, and it is called Wild King. And this could only be a Japanese bananas thing, and I absolutely love it. You got Optimus, you got Megatron, and then you got all these like support robots that transform into animals or dinosaurs, and they combine with Optimus, Energy Master Optimus, and they combine with Megatron, and to form a big, crazy combiner for each. Yes. Please feed it all to me right into my veins. I love it. I love this idea. Yeah, it's a little more childish, but oh gosh, are you kidding? It is just so cool. I think there's more than one Prime also, as you can see by some of these pics. But yeah, guys, I'm all about this. Absolutely adore how they look. It's Takara led, it's Japanese, it's crazy. So I love this. I really do. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun, and there's gonna be also a support YouTube animated series coming at the end of April, so do look out for those. I think pre-orders should be coming up possibly overnight tonight, maybe into tomorrow. That's usually when Takara drops pre-orders in Japan, so stay tuned to like HLJ link down below if you're interested in these like I am. The cost isn't going to be too expensive from what I've read, so that's awesomely good and a lot of fun. Big congratulations to the HasLab team. It is completely unlocked, and that is Leo Kaiser. The stand has been unlocked, so all tiers are good to go. Last day to get on board for this is tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. It all ends, so don't experience FOMO. If you want it, go get it. Like I said last week, I am out though. They did improve some stuff. They were on YouTube just a few days ago. They improved some articulation things for Leo Kaiser. However, I think my decision stands. I'm out. Studio Series Perceptor is coming back out with a couple of cassettes that he could use on his little microscope there, which is pretty cool. DNA Design is doing an upgrade kit for Commander Class Optimus, and boy, could there not be a bigger swing and miss than this as far as I'm concerned. I definitely do not need a Megatron arm. It's kind of cool, but something I would never use for an 86 movie Optimus. What we needed here was better pipes, I think, and more importantly, the head is fine. I don't really have a problem with the head. I know a lot of folks did, but fine. You needed a new gun with a longer handle, because that is, to me, the biggest problem with that Optimus. And it's a figure that doesn't have that many problems, but the glaring things didn't improve, so I'm kind of shocked. Looks like Blokis is doing a Devastator. It might be time for me to try one of their kits. I don't know yet. And also in Hasbro news, the Cobra Battle Suit armor is gone up for pre-order, and boy is this thing absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Mentioned it during Toy Fair, but this thing is amazing. SH Figure Arts is finally doing a General Grievous. It has been teased. I cannot wait for this. One of my all-time favorite Star Wars characters. They're also doing a new Chainsaw Man, apparently from the movie. And if you're a fan of Garo like I've been, then this is a really cool piece. Again, the little ring. I wonder if it talks. Does it talk? I think this is really nice. Not something I would get probably, but Boy, is that gorgeous. Good Smile Company is re-releasing their, or Max Factory, is re-releasing their Gypsy Danger and Cherno Alpha kits. That's right, the Pacific Rim Jaegers are coming back. These were highly acclaimed kits with awesome interior frames that light up and stuff. So if you're into Pacific Rim and you're into building kits, these might be for you. DST, speaking of reissuing stuff, is reissuing their Carnage with more tentacles. That's very, very cool. And Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi is doing a Suicide Squad-esque Harley Quinn. In Bandai's SMP line, we are getting the Golden Brave himself, Gold Aran. And this is awesome. I mean, you get that awesome gold T-Rex dinosaur that combines with the little robot vehicle guy, and they combine and form this awesome samurai dude, which I always liked. I always liked Gold Round. Very, very cool. I don't know like all the specifics, but like looks wise, yeah, it's always been a very, very cool figure. And I do have like kind of like a bootleg-ish one, but yeah, there's also another dude that's coming out, separate release. It is this one who's kind of like a bird guy, and this can combine with a Gold around, give him a nice big set of wings to just look absolutely cool. Superb. I haven't been getting kits, but man, yeah, that's a tempting one. Big congratulations to Four Horsemen Studio. Their giant dragon has been fully funded, which is fantastic. A couple of months back, we heard that Digimon and Godzilla would do a crossover, and this is the first piece from it. It is a D4 reel that combines Godzilla with what is that, Wargreymon. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Very, very, very nice looking, especially if you like D4 reels. This is a gorgeous one to get. It reminds me of the EVA 01. Speaking of X Plus, we're getting a fake Godzilla, and boy, have they knocked us out of the park. That looks spot on to me in all its glorious ugliness. Very, very nice. Mondo is doing an X-Men 97 Wolverine in the awesome brown and yellow costume, which I absolutely love. Always a favorite costume for Wolverine, so that's pretty cool. They're also doing a crazy looking vinyl shredder. This goes along with their Turtles that they've been doing, so that style, that aesthetic continues here, and it looks so chunky and awesome. And while this is not Mondo, it reminds me of it. It is from Culturefly. It is a Lobo figure, and it looks really, really, really nice. You can pre-order this one up at Entertainment Earth, and it's going to cost you about $50 for a 12-inch figure. Not so bad. Diamond Select Toys is doing a Jeff the Shark from Marvel in their animated style, which I think really, really fits Jeff. The Frazetta girls are doing a Conan in their Icon Collectibles line. This looks incredible, and I really, really want it because it has that classic, awesome Frazetta-like look for Conan that Mezco also had done, and I missed that. So I'm probably going to try to get this one. Last but not least, sculptor Tony Cipriano revealed that he's working on multiple King Kong 1933 figures. The company is undisclosed, and it's not, 100% approved yet. These are works in progress, but yeah, more Kongs, please, for sure. And there you go, guys. That's the Ultra Z news. It was a big one. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below on any of these. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection. Until next time, peace out, peeps.